be the most packed ratchet Carnival cruise ever.
All of my birthdays in the house today.
Well. And make sure y'all can get my shirt. It says, Jesus is the way, the truth, and the light. John, what does it say? 14:6. I love this shirt. I haven't worn it in a while. I thought I could wear it today. Anyway, I thought I'd give my 2 cents on this whole carnival situation because why not? Get out the kitchen, Bella. Get out the kitchen. So I'm hearing a lot of baloney about black people complaining and about Carnival being racist and Carnival not playing rap music anymore. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, like oh my gosh, like they so racist, like rap music, like are y'all banning salsa? Are y'all banning rock music? Like, why y'all just pick rap music? Like, that's ratchet, y'all. It's ratchet. And I'm gonna sit here and be y'all grandmama and y'all auntie from back in the day for like 5 minutes real quick. I've been on 3 Carnival cruises, just 3 now. But the importance of this is the time period. These days, black folks, ratchets, regular black folks, and maybe some classy black folks still go on cruises all the time. Baby, back in my day, I'm 33, but I went on my first cruise back in my day when I was doing Carnival with my mama. Let me give y'all the history. It wasn't a lot of black people on Carnival. See, I was on the Carnival cruises when it was just a few black people. Most of the people on the Carnival cruises were all white folks. It was a few black folks. It was back in the early 2000s. I did my first cruise at 9 years old with my mom, my grandma, my whole family. And then I did my next cruise in 2009, I want to say, at 17. And then I think 2011 at 19. Those are the 3 cruises, and they were all Carnival, Carnival Glory, Carnival Triumph, and another Carnival cruise. The thing about these cruises, especially back in 2001 and in 17, again, when I did cruises with my mom, especially at 2001, I was 9. When I was 17 years later, and then it was mostly white folks on the cruise. It was a few black people, but the few black people, emphasis on the few black people that were on Carnival cruise at that time, 2001, 2009, 2011, were decent black people, were classy black people. I don't care if they was middle class, if they was from the hood, or if they was upper class. These black folks knew how to carry themselves in public. They knew how to carry themselves on the cruise ship. They knew how to carry themselves in America as well as in Jamaica, they knew how to carry themselves. There was no ratchets on the ship. And if they had some ratchiosity in them, it only came out when they went to the little club, the kids club. So let me give y'all an example. I was on these cruise ships when, again, there weren't a lot of black people, it was a few. It was so few that when black people saw each other on these cruise ships at that time of the Carnival, we looked at each other like, oh, okay, we made it. Hey, how you doing? We smiled at each other because it wasn't the norm back then. See, now it's the norm. But now the ratchiosity is the norm. Back then, again, it was decent black folks. When we seen each other on these cruises when I was 9, 17, and 19, the few black people that was on the Carnival, we smiled, we looked, we spoke, we was classy, we was decent. We was that group that was like, my mama generation. We was raised right. Like my mama and them was still classy. They was decent. Now it's my generation and they kids and maybe some of my mama's mamas that didn't kid they kid or parent they kid and they kids out here being ratchiosities. It's that generation. It's the millennials and Generation Z. What is wrong, my dog? Can you please stop? Girl, every time I get excited, she started doing zoomies. Like, what? Anyway, I say that for a reason, y'all. We knew how to carry ourselves back then. And, like I said, if they did have a bit of ratchiosity or a bit of the freak was in them, when I was a teenager, I was 12. when I did. Okay, I was 12 when I did my first cruise. I was 12. I did another one at 17 with my mom, another one at 19. That was my last one. And when I was 12, there was this pretty black girl on there, and she was, I seen her on the cruise, right? We would see each other out. I would see everybody. I seen some of the teens from the teen club we went to, and they all knew how to carry themselves, on the cruise. Like, she was classy with her mom, but in the club, she was doing her little butterfly, doing her little dance. We was dancing. But when we got outside the little club, Serena, and it wasn't too ratchet back then. Like, we do our little dances, we might do the butterfly, but we still, we might get a little darky. But in general, what I'm saying is, in public, we still know how to carry ourselves. The next day when I saw her with her parents, I was like, okay, they look like they well off, or they middle class. Like, she was classy. Like, she had herself together. I was like, this is what I'm used to. When I saw the other older black woman that was like my mama's age at the time, in their 30s or 40s, they was all classy. I don't care if they was from the hood, if they was middle class or upper class, they all knew how to carry themselves. We would speak to each other. Hey, how you doing? Sometimes we would take a picture with each other. None of us was ratchet. Like, ratchet wasn't the culture back then. Like, in my mama's generation, they was raised right for the most part. Like, ratchets weren't on Carnival in that time, in 2001, 2009, 2000. I'm telling you, white people were the majority at that time. It was only a few of us. That's why I said anytime we saw each other, we'd be like, hey, because it wasn't normal. So we knew that it was a blessing for us to be there. It's like, look at what God's doing for us, especially for like a single mama to be doing that. And I grew up in a time where single mamas weren't traveling with their kids like that. But my mom and I always traveled. Like, we always went to different countries. We did cruises, went to Hawaii, Disney World, like stuff that single black moms just weren't doing in the early 2000s. Not to my knowledge. I feel like that came later on. Now they all popping. Now they all entrepreneurs. Back then it wasn't so popular. But we was blessed. But I say all that to say it was always white. I feel like it was always white, wealthy, upper class or middle class people on the cruises. When I did the cruises at 17 and 19 back in 2009, 11, I know because me and my mom would go to the dinners on the cruises and it would be mostly white folks, a few black people, just a few. Now we were starting to do it a little bit more, but we were still outnumbered by the Caucasian people. That was the normal. So Carnival was still classy. It was still decent. And the black folks on the Carnival ship was still classy, still decent. We knew how to carry ourselves, whether we was with our parents, our friends. Now they go to the little clubs and do their little stuff, but when we got out, we carried ourselves well. We wasn't acting ratchet back then. Back in my day, I'm 33 now, so back when I was 19 and 17 in the mid 2009, 11, this is how black folks act on the cruise. But we were still outnumbered by the white folks, and the white folks that me and my mom would sit with during the cruise, the Caucasian or Europeans, to be a little bit more classy and professional, they were I could tell they had money. They were very sweet. They would like to talk to me and my mom. They were very kind. It was like, oh, we love your complexion. I like the fact that you can wear yellow. I can't wear yellow. I remember one lady telling me that. But that's how they were. Like, it was money on the ship with you back at that time. And at that time, a lot of people didn't know that all you had to do was to save to go on a Carnival cruise. And I knew that because my mama told me. She was like, a lot of my coworkers didn't know. All you got to do is save up. She was like, now they know, and now they doing it, right? So my mama was the black woman that was doing the cruises before black women knew to do cruises. She was like, they just don't know. All you got to do is save up. Like, go through the travel agency. At that time, she would go through Dillard, save up maybe a couple months ahead of time, and you could do it. If you want to do it a year or months. And she was like, they didn't know. She said, now they know. Now they doing it more. Okay, so mama was an entrepreneur for that. Baby, mama been traveling, but back at that time, it was classy, right? It wasn't the ratchiosity. There was no ratchets. There was no ghetto culture. It was just good old black folks that was raised decent. We knew how to still carry ourselves. If you had the freak in you, you wasn't just letting that out, just being ignorant. You might did your little freak nick at the club, and that was it. When you came out, you knew how to still carry yourself. The white folks were still around us. We still was like assimilating very well with the white folks. Like, we wasn't acting like ratchets. We wasn't disrespecting our race. We wasn't making ourselves look bad. They knew if we was here, okay, they pretty decent. That's how it was back then. And I just want to speak to that because that was the culture of Carnival back in 2001, back in 2009, back in 2011. And after that, me and my mom wanted to do another cruise, and we couldn't because we became homeless. We started struggling. Then I ended up losing my mom, so we didn't get a chance to do another cruise. So it was always inside of me to do another cruise, even after she passed. And I found it very sad because I remember even last year and the year before that, I was trying to plan to like do it. I was like, oh, I need to do it, but I had went through homelessness. They had separated me from the army. I went through a lot of stuff. So now I'm at the place where I can do a cruise. But then when I get online, I just see all of a sudden all these flooded videos about black people ruining Carnival. I watched a video with a lady who didn't want to get out the seat. She looked like an oversized 5-year-old. She probably like 40, 45.
Black fatigue or ghetto fatigue is a real thing. And no one's staying silent about it any longer. No nationality wants to be involved or bothered by this loud, obnoxious group. Not even hardworking Black Americans. I mean, I'm telling no lies here. Everywhere that group of people go, chaos follows. And no matter where you go, there's there. You can't go on a cruise ship because they done ghettoed it out. Have you seen the Carnival cruise ships? Barbecue. And if you haven't noticed, it's always the same group of people. You know, loud, bonnets, pajamas, big ass eyelashes that flutter. You know, the EBT crowd. I mean, it's gotten so bad that you won't catch me at a Juicy Crab or a Cheesecake Factory or even a McDonald's for that matter, because they turn those places into shooting galleries. Whenever someone that looks like them, look at them wrong. They have mastered the victim card. Everyone's against them. There's oppression everywhere. And it's always the white man's fault, never their own. But let one of them tell it. They would have you believe that the police is the most dangerous thing within their communities. Wrong. You're the most dangerous thing in your community, which is why the police are there in the first place, to stop you from committing genocide against your own people.
And she was acting like a child, very ignorant, very ghetto, and her mama was there, and her mama might have been 60, and it's like, you fail her. That's a grown woman. Why she acting like that? Then I seen the other videos where these girls was like, they ban rap music. That's what we go for. We want to twerk. We want to listen to our rap music and be a baby mama. That's all I heard. I'm sorry. That's all I heard. And it's like, what has Carnival reduced itself to? I'm speaking as an auntie, probably as your grandmama at this point, because a lot of my generation don't have sense no more. They stuck on this ratchet culture. On this ignorant culture. I want to say the N-word culture, because the N-word can be any color of any person, but it's an ignorant person. They stuck on the N-word culture. It's just very disgusting to see. Not to look down on people, but it makes me like, how do I say? It just doesn't make me feel good as a Black person to see a lot of Black people that share my, ethnicity, but have a whole different culture than me. Like, and it's just a ratchet, baby mama, ghetto, N-word culture. And it's like, these people really mad because they ban rap music. In my opinion, I am not mad they ban rap music for a few reasons. First reason being, I'm saved, I'm a Christian, I don't even listen to secular music no more. Second reason being, I feel like some of the ratchets, some of the people that are, some of the Black folks that live the N-word culture, the ghetto culture, they hear rap music, you put on some little dirt, and that's ammunition for them to start fighting, to start acting ratchet, bend over, start twerking, walk up to the white chick and slap her, walk up to the other Black girl and slap her because the Black girl looked at her man. Like, it's a lot of, I feel like it's ammunition to activate demons of ignorance in them, demons of ghetto, demons of fighting. And so I feel like that's why Carnival banned them. Looking at some of these clips online, all these Black girls just bent over twerking, and then to see other Black females defending this, millennials and Generation Z, is ignorance. Because why we got to go out acting like fish? Why we got to go out bending over and showing everybody and their mama our booties and bending like all we got to offer is our vagina and our butts? Why can't I see your face? Why is it that any music comes over and all I see is your derriere and flopping like some fish? That's ignorant. That's not cute. The problem is the culture has said to young Black women, millennials and Generation Z, this is cute, this is lit, this is litty lit, this is popping, this means you fun to be around, this means you dope, this means you the life of the party. And it's like, those are lies. This is ignorance. This is baby mama culture. This how you get diseases. This is ignorance. You ought to be able to carry yourself like a young lady. You shouldn't be bending over showing your tail. I should be able to show you, hey, how you doing? I should be able to see your face. If you want to jam to some music, jam to some music. Be classy, be cute, be womanly, be girly. Don't be thotty. Don't be whorish. I shouldn't be seeing your whole crack. Just flip fish. Just all this I see on the cruise. All the girls just blah, 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 blah. Fish. That's ignorant. And so to see that, it's like, I don't even want to do a Carnival cruise no more. And to me, the ignorant part is y'all mad just because they say they're not playing rap music. But again, to me, they're not doing that because they notice a trend that when they play this music, y'all fighting, y'all cussing. And I heard some people say, I've been on a lot of cruises. I go on a cruise every year. Like I said, now a lot of black people go on these cruises. But I hate to say it, but it seems like y'all done turned the cruises out. Some of the black people, it may not be all of y'all, but some of them. She was like, and they not always fighting. They not all. Well, the problem is that the few bad apples that get on there and do it, they ruin it for everybody. And they're noticing that when they see these trends of the fighting and the fish behavior and the baby mama twerking ratchet behavior, it's a certain music they play that unites that horror spirit, that demon spirit, that baby mama spirit, that, oh yeah, oh, I'm about to slap this H tonight. It's a certain music, and it's rap music. And you can say that can happen with rock and roll music and all that with different people too. It can. But I think on the Carnival cruise ships, you know, like it's been said before, black people are their main clientele now, but they're also the main ones turning up in certain scenarios. So to block that from happening, to get Carnival back to a classy place, the place it was at when me and my mama used to cruise, they're saying, let's take away the rap music. Because this certain demographic of black people, I don't think they're racist at all against black people. I think they're tired of a certain demographic of black people. The sexy red culture, the baby mama culture, the N-word culture. They're tired of that culture. So they're saying, since all they want is this and alcohol and they act a certain way, take away the rap music. I don't know if they did something with the drinks, but I heard they put a few rules in place, but they're not saying that to black people. They're saying that to their demographic, because they're saying this demographic only inclines to this type of music, these type of drinks, this type of this. So if we take that away, we can eliminate them so we can get Carnival back to a place of class and dignity where everybody can come on board, even white folks, even classy white folks and classy black folks and conservatives, and enjoy themselves where it used to be. It's not just the Section 8 on wheels or Section 8 on the ocean. That's what it's become. And it's sad because that ain't what, back in the day, again, when black folks did Carnival, it meant they had a little bit of money or at least a decent job, whether they saved up. It meant they was doing pretty decent. But now they just let any and everybody on, and Carnival has had enough. Black people, you have ruined Carnival. Not black people like me, not Christians, not conservative, not classy blacks, the Section 8. I can't even say the Section 8. It might be some Section 8 blacks that are actually classy. They just temporarily there and they getting out. But the people with a mentality where they stay on it for generation and generation, and the baby mama, that mentality, they are ruining it. The N-word mentality, they are ruining it. So they're saying, since y'all like rap music, y'all like these certain drinks, y'all like this, we are taking it away. And I am all for it because I wanted to do Carnival. Me, myself, I seen some clips where they was doing like the boots on the ground, and they also have banned boots on the ground, which I find hilarious. Thank you. Thank you. Black people, get some class. Like, all y'all do is boots on the ground with some little Daisy Dukes. Half y'all 70 years old with your Daisy Dukes. Baby, it's time to be a grandmama. It's time to be classy. It's time to know how to dress. Some of y'all my mama's age, and some of y'all been fine, but you older now. Your body ain't the same. You older now, and you still trying to be you that you was 21 years old with your little crop top and shit. You older now. Be an older woman. I ain't say you got to be like Kane and stuff, but dress appropriately for your age. But no, y'all out here with the Daisy Duke, all the ruffles in your stomach. Some of y'all fine, might be, but I feel like as you get older, you should dress appropriately. Hopefully y'all saving, trying to get y'all life to Jesus now, because hell is real. That's one thing, I know this is a worldly trend, but that's of the world. It's of hell too. Christians shouldn't be doing it. But it's just ridiculous to the point where everywhere black people go, they gotta pop a fan and do some boots. And to me, that's ignorance. It's ignorant that everywhere black people go nowadays, if they go to the Walmart, if they go to church, if they at a wedding, if they at a funeral, they gonna pop out with a fan. It's a click, click, boot. That's ignorant. That just screams ignorant to me. Like, what are we doing? Like, at a barbecue once or twice, but just y'all doing it everywhere. This ain't making sense. That's like all we know how to do is fan. Do you have a degree? I'm trying to work on getting my degree. Do you have a man? Do you know who your baby's father is? That's one thing. Do you pay rent? Are you just on Section 8? Did you just come for the drinks and the fine and to get laid by some men where you gonna have to take them on Maury later? This is the culture. But y'all quick to pop a fan. Be quick to go to school. Be quick to go to church. Be quick to get educated. Be quick to pick up a book. Be quick to go to the library. Stop popping fans and popping your thing. And now you don't even know who your baby's daddies is. You already got 6 of them. You don't know who the daddy is. But you so quick to pop your fan and pop your thing on any of these men. And your whole life is a mess. This culture is just annoying. And so for me, I say thank you. Thank you, ban the rap. I never liked rap in the first place. I always like 90s rap, like old school rap. There was certain rap I liked, but certain rap I never liked. Like the killing, bang, bang, bang. I never liked that type of rap. That was never me. Like y'all, you know, the little rap that Dirt do where he's always talking about killing people. I don't like stuff like that. The gangster rap, the rap that be like, oh yeah, what the nuck if you buck or I'll hit that blank. That's why they banning it, because y'all put that on and y'all start drinking and your demons get activated, and now you know y'all get to fight. Then you gonna go to the room and have sex and and then you gonna be on Maury because you don't know which of the 95 men you slept with on the cruise is your baby daddy. It's just ridiculous. So I just want to say kudos to what Carnival is doing. I don't think they're doing it to all black people at all. I think they're doing it to the demographic of the baby mama, ignorant N-word mentality where they don't know how to act. They don't know how to conduct themselves. They don't even know how to speak. They don't know how to walk around and be ladylike. The men don't know how to carry themselves. All they know how to do is pop it, drop it, lay down with each other, and fornicate with each other. And then nobody want to, raise the kids. Everybody want to be confused about who the daddy is. Some of them confused about who the mama is. They don't even know how they got pregnant. They don't even know, they don't know what happened. I'm sick of that. I'm sick of that culture. And so I'm glad that Carnival is doing what they want to do. But I want to tell my people to wake up. Y'all should be, instead of always trying to get drunk, get lit, find another baby daddy, trying to get laid, you need to find Jesus. You need to go to church. You need to go to the library. You need to get educated. If you got your degree, please. I don't know how, because some of y'all ain't intelligent like that. Y'all just not intelligent by the way you be acting. You got to grow up. You should not be flipping your booty over. Every time we turn around, all we see is your booty. Why is it always us? Nobody does it like us. People might try to copy our ratchet culture, but we the main ones that make that stuff popular, and it's ignorant. Our ancestors, they didn't go through what they went through for us to do this. God didn't free us from what we went through for us to do this. This opportunity ain't out here for us to be lawyers, doctors, teachers, president, and all this, for us to be over here just being whores, us to just be getting alcoholic, just being another baby mama, trying to find another baby daddy. That's not what's up. But that's what the culture tells you is what's up, because all you do is listen to Sexy Red, Megan Thee Stallion, and Cardi B. But it's time to grow up. It's time to show these young ladies that they can be somebody else besides a whore. That's the culture that Carnival is tired of. And when I seen some of the clips of the videos and all these black people just popping on I wouldn't want to go on that cruise, because I go on a cruise to vacation. I don't even like being around a lot of people. I don't care who the people are. Like, I don't like a lot of people in my space. Even when I had a car, I like to go to the big gas stations like Racetrack, Quick Trip, because it's more space. I don't like the tiny ones because it's too many. I don't like to be at Walmart. There's too many people always. So for me, when I look at some of them cruises where they had all the black people doing this, and it's just a bunch of black people turn around, they just acting like, it's just ew. Back in the day, it wasn't like that. We gonna have a good time. We gonna say, hey, how you doing? We'll take some pictures. We might have a little cute little step, but it was nothing ignorant. It wasn't nothing where we just all standing around like we at a frat party, or we just all baby mamas. Like, why y'all not spread out? Why everybody's like some sorry? That's ratchet to me. I don't care what nobody say. That's why everybody just like on a cruise. A cruise is supposed to be spaced out. People supposed to be enjoying themselves. You should be able to freely walk, and it should be like beauty of the cruise. Like, it should be space right here, a person, people on the chairs. I should just see a bunch of black people. Like, I would feel like I'm in the hood, or I would feel like I'm at HBCU at what's one of them, at the time, what's the time? Oh my gosh, at the HBCUs where everybody it's just crowd. I forgot what it's called. It's the week where everybody come homecoming. That's too many people for me. Anything with too many people, I don't want to be there. I don't like that. I like to be able to walk around. I like to be able to enjoy myself. I like space. I need space. I'm one of them people, as I get older, I need space. If I see too many people, I'm like, yo, let me go somewhere else. Let me go the other way. So for me, I would not pay money, get out the kitchen to be on a cruise. And it's all these, I don't care if they black, white, whoever, all these people that don't know how to act. In my case, it's black folks They all acting like they at a hood barbecue, a baby mama culture. All they know how to do is pop their thing and pop the fans and fight. I don't want to be on nothing like that. Even if y'all don't fight, if all y'all do is just gather up and you always popping and you just drinking and acting ratchet, I don't want to be around that. I go on a vacation. First of all, I want to be classy. I want to feel like, baby, I'm it. We're going to the islands. We're going, I want to take some pictures like, yes. I want to feel like I'm doing something that's classy, that's, living the life, like a little bit of luxury. That's what I want to feel like. So if I'm going on a cruise and it's just a whole bunch of black folks acting ignorant, I'm going to feel like I'm not even on the vacation. I'm going to feel like I'm in the hood. It's at a homecoming. It's a rap concert, and I don't like stuff like that. I don't want to be there. That's not who I am. I'm a Southern Belle. I'm classy. I'm conservative. I'm still country, and I'm still from Dallas, Texas, and I can still hang with you if you come at me the wrong way. But that's not what I subscribe to, because God calls me to higher, and I consider who I represent, Christ, and I want to show young ladies that we can be classy, intelligent black young ladies, conservatives, carry ourselves right, intelligent, big on the intelligent, graceful, common sense, carry ourselves ladylike. I don't have to do all this ratchet stuff. So for me, that's not a vacation to me. I wouldn't want to be on a cruise where people packed up like sardines and everybody acting ratchet like they had some ghetto barbecue. No. That's ill. That's not it. Like, I'd rather be somewhere where people know how to act. It's spaced out, like you feel like you are getting what you paid for. I don't care if it is a little bit cheaper or something. Now I see why they say don't book a cruise that's less than $2,000, because I guess you get a certain demographic. So now you got to find these other cruises. The problem is you got some of these same people talking about, since y'all don't want to let us listen to rap music, we going on these other cruises. Please, to the other cruises, because I want to be able to find a cruise, a classy cruise where I can go and enjoy myself, where people ain't packed up at a ghetto barbecue like sardines, like they all in the back of a slave ship or something and don't know how to act. I hate to say that, but I don't want to be nowhere where people all packed and acting ignorant. That's nasty. Like that's low class stuff. I don't like that. Please ban the rap music on that ship too. Ban the alcohol. Do whatever you have to do so that only conservatives and people that actually are classy and actually have money, not even new money, that only old money can come, unless the new money is like me, because I'm trying to be around the old money because I'm classy. That's who I am. So I say kudos, and I hope that these other ships ban rap music too. They can ban rock and roll for all I care. They can ban alcohol. I told y'all I'm safe. I don't care. I just want to go somewhere where it's nice, decent, and classy. They can play their little Caribbean music. You can ban some of these music. I don't care. If you playing rock and roll and you got a demographic of white folks that start acting like they rednecks or KKK, ban that too. Everybody that want to act ratchet and crazy, ban. I don't care who and where it come from. If this music and this alcohol do this to a certain demographic, ban it all so none of them can come. Matter of fact, make a EBT, make a cruise for them. Hey, you want to do your rock and roll, your rap, you want to be ratchet, call it the baby mama EBT, trashy. I want to say people that like to act like they trailer trash, and you like that. Some people come from it, but they don't want to, stay there. They want to be better. If this is what you subscribe to, do a cruise for them. The EBT, trailer trash, KKK cruise, so everybody can knock each other out. But for the rest of us that want to go on a nice, decent cruise, put us somewhere else. Ban all this stuff, yes, because when we on vacation, we want to feel like it. I should be able to walk through the cruise. If I come out on the deck and I can't even walk through the deck because everybody gathered up talking about some boom, boom, and everybody acting ratchet, twerking, and hey, what the heck? I didn't book to go to the hood. I could have stayed in Dallas for that and drove to Oak Cliff. I could have drove to South Oak. I could have drove to Houston. I could have went to. I could have went to the hood if I wanted to go to the hood. I thought this was a vacation. Where it's people, working people that know how to carry themselves, and we want to have a good time, and we want peace and relaxation. And you used to be able to lay out on these Carnival cruises back in the day when it was majority white folks and a few of us black folks, and walk through that deck and look out and be like, oh, God is so good. Look what God did for God. You can't do that on these cruises. They talking about some pop. They talking about, hey, get that blanket, work that blanket. That's ignorant. I don't want that ain't a cruise. That ain't no but the hood on the boat. That's ignorant culture on the boat. That's N-word culture on the boat. No, baby. No, thank you. I'm working to do all I can to not be that statistic, to come up. My mama didn't even raise me like that. She raised me to be black excellent. She raised me to be classy. Still humble, because my grandma and my uncle was in the hood. We was middle class. And my other family was pretty much well off to me. But she ain't even raised me like that. So why would I go down and subscribe to this and just want to be around this just to fit in? No, that's not a vacation. That's ignorance. I could have stayed. I could have went to the hood. I could have sold myself off and be like, let me just live in I don't want that. So I'm all for it. I also think it's sad that black people are representing us like this, the Generation Z, and that millennials are representing us like this. And I think it's sad for them to say they don't want to even do a cruise just because they say they don't want to play rap music. Is it that serious? Like my mama generation wouldn't have said I don't want to do a cruise because they don't want to play R&B. They don't want to play Teddy Pendergrass, or they don't want to play Gerald Levert, so I ain't going. They don't want to play R. Kelly. Like, they don't care about that. If I play it on my phone, I can go to my room and play some music on the phone. Is it that serious? That goes to show how immature you are for y'all to really be like, I don't want to do a cruise because they don't want to play rap music. That goes to show that y'all are part of my generation and y'all parents didn't parent y'all. Now y'all out here acting like big babies. And now y'all got them kids at the school that's beating up the teachers and throwing chairs at them because of how y'all act. Y'all ain't even grow up. Some of y'all parents, some of my mama generation that didn't do good, some of them, because most of them did do good. If y'all knew the Lord, if y'all was raised right, the other ones that failed y'all, that's who created these millennials and these Generation Z talking about they don't want to do a cruise because of one type of music. I could care less on a cruise what music you play. I'm going to enjoy myself. You can play some music. I don't even know what you're playing. I'm not here for no music. I'm here to enjoy myself. The all-you-can-eat buffet, stare at the ocean, go to the islands, eat some more, stare at the ocean, take some pictures with some locals at the islands, buy some souvenirs, stare at the ocean, eat some more, do a little, they playing the Caribbean music. Oh, Lord, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Stare at the ocean. Thank you, Father. That's it. What I care about some rap music for, like, who does that? How childish are y'all? That go to show that y'all don't need to be on the cruise. Y'all are immature. Over a genre of music, really? Do you think white folks would stop going on some of these cruises because they said, we're not playing rock and roll, we're not playing country on some of these classy Artesian, Norway cruise? Do you think these people care? No, they there for the experience. You can play whatever music you want to play in your car at home. That's ignorance. That goes to show your mentality. That's the problem with a lot of our people. That is the problem. And that's why I'm here to parent you. I'm here to auntie you. I'm here to grandma you. I'm here to feed you that wisdom. You feel me? I'm here to help you grow because y'all are stuck in a dead, ignorant, inward culture place. And it's time to grow up. It's time to rise up, my people. Our ancestors were beaten, were killed because they were trying to get educated. At the time, they couldn't even look Caucasian folks in the eye. Just for y'all to come up and grow up and be some whores and say you're not going on a cruise because they're not playing rap music. Not because they don't have a library, they don't have new books. Not because they're not going to this island. Not because they're not doing something that actually is like intelligent, makes sense, because they're not playing rap music. How ghetto and ignorant is that? That's stupid. That goes to, you just saying that tells me everything I need to know about you. I don't want to be around you. Sorry. I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to pray for you. Now, I might get to know you and be like, oh, she's sweet, but this culture, her mentality a little messed up. God can work on it that way. Otherwise than that, just by you saying that, I'm going to be like, let me keep my distance. Something is seriously wrong with you. It's a cruise. Back in the day, on them cruise ships we used to go to before all of us started doing it, back when it was majority white folks and rich ones and middle class at that, they didn't even play rap music, y'all. They wasn't playing and later on, I think my last cruise, they had like a Tina Turner concert going on the thing. I thought that was interesting. But now I don't, because I understand like I'm saved, I understand eternity and all that. Anyway, they only played like the Caribbean music. They had the people out there, but that's all they played. No country, no R&B, no soul, wasn't none of that. It was just a Caribbean music. That was it. We were there for the experience. We was not there for a concert. We wasn't there to get drunk and act like foolish people and act like ignorance and act like N-words from the block. We wasn't there for none of that. We was there for the experience, to learn about new cultures, to visit the island, for the all-you-can-eat food, take the pictures at the banquet, to act like, oh yeah, we classy, we got it going on, look at God. That's what we was there for. This was a blessing. And this is the difference between my mama generation and the rest of y'all. And the Generation Z and the millennials and some of my mama generation that created some of these millennials that are acting like that. And y'all is ratchet. And then some of y'all grandmamas that are 60 years old, y'all are being ratchet too. And instead of the boots on the fan and all these had no clothes on, you need to be in Sunday school. You should be a Sunday school teacher. You should be a woman of God by now. You're too old to be doing this. And because y'all didn't grow up, y'all created these little monsters that they telling them to get up out of the chair. They can't even get up. She got to drag a big old 45-year-old woman that's acting like a 5-year-old because some of y'all failed them. And then they the ones that's creating some of these kids, like I said, at these schools that's tearing the schools down, beating up the teachers. And you got these teachers quitting because of this mentality, this black ghetto mentality going on. And it could be some other minorities too. That's what I got to say about it. Kudos to Carnival. I don't think they racist. I think they're doing what they're doing to keep a certain demographic, the ignorant ghetto black folks out that don't know how to act, the baby mama society, the baby daddy society, the bussin' Negro upside his head society, the nuck if you buck society out. And I'm all for it because I don't want a vacation with people that's trying to nuck if you buck. I'm just up here trying to get some bacon. And you talking about B, get up out my way. I want the whole what the that's the culture they trying to keep. What is it? Ma'am, are you okay? I'm just trying to get some bacon. Well, so I don't eat pork no more. I'm just trying to get some eggs. I just want some waffles. What is going on? This is sad, y'all. It's time to grow up. So I'm all for it. I find it a little sad because I wanted to do Carnival, but now I'm hearing how Carnival is ghetto and I don't want to do it anymore. And I'm also hoping that these cruises that some of the baby mama culture is going to, some of the ignorant culture, they're just there for like finding new baby daddies and then just sleeping around and fighting random people. I just hope that they ban rap music on those cruises too. Since your number one criteria, since your number one priority for any cruise you book is do they have alcohol and rap, I hope they ban rap. Number one, and I hope they ban alcohol. And if they don't ban the alcohol, because even classy folks like drink alcohol, except me, I'm saved. I hope they at least ban the rap, because I sure don't want y'all on the cruise with me. And now I got to sit up here and try to find a classy cruise to go to where the baby mama society don't come to. I don't care what color you are. If you act ignorant, like I said, I don't want you on the cruise with me. I want to be able to walk around the ship and feel like I'm in vacation, feel like I'm with well-mannered, decent people that have common sense, classy, know how to carry themselves, minding their business. Not, B, why you in my way? Pop, stop, and twerking. Hey, get the fish. I could just be enjoying the ocean. All of a sudden, somebody start twerking by me. I'm like, excuse me, ma'am, put your butt cheeks on my thigh, please. No, I don't want to do that. So I'm all for it. And I hope the other cruises ban the rap music, alcohol. What else? It was some other things y'all said. The boots on the ground, because I don't want y'all on the cruise with me. I don't. I want to be able to walk around. I don't want no ignorance, no ratchets, no people that carry themselves like low class, even if they got money and they still carry themselves ratchet. I don't want them around. It's some rich people that still ratchet. I don't want y'all around me. If you don't know how to carry yourself and you're not classy and you're ignorant and you carry yourself very low class, I don't want that around me. So I hope these other cruises ban it. They can ban rock and roll, like I said, for all I care. They can ban salsa for all I care. I'm not there for any of that. I'm there for the experience. I was good with them playing their little Caribbean music. Shoot, I was good either way as long as you got some free food and the ocean view and you going to these different islands. I create my own fun. I'm here for the experience. I'm not here for a genre of music. Granted, I'm saved, so I don't really care about that, to this point. But even then I didn't. Like, we was watching our little movies. Like I said, we ate, we experienced the culture of the islands. We enjoyed the ship. People were decent at the time. They were classy. When we saw other black folks, hey, how you doing? We made it. We took pictures. We went on about our way. Other Caucasian folks, they was nice. They was classy. We spoke. Everybody got along because we all knew how to carry ourselves. But these days, you got the ratchets and this N-word culture, and they tired of it. And y'all taking away, not just from the white folks, from black Christians, black conservatives. We tired of y'all too. Black fatigue. It's not black fatigue. It's N-word fatigue. They right. It's ratchet fatigue, baby mama drama, ignorant, low class fatigue. We tired of that. Y'all gotta grow up. I don't want y'all nowhere with me. I pray they all, man, please, man, the rap, please put it on your roster when they get on the cruise site. Please don't come. Just tell all the baby mama coaches not to come because I don't want to do a cruise with y'all. Tell me what cruise for black conservatives. Tell me what cruise for people that have common sense, that are mature, and just actually want a vacation so I can go on that cruise. You can ban all the genres of music, ban all the alcohol, whatever you want to do. But please, tell me what cruise I can do where I can enjoy myself, where people are going to have common sense, know how to carry themselves, and it feels like a vacation. People not all stocked up on the deck. It's not a whole bunch of people all in one. That doesn't even feel like a vacation. Like, that just feels like I'm still in the city, in the hood, at an HBCU, at homecoming. What is that? No. Ew. On a cruise? That's not a vacation. That's too much. I don't even like being around people like that. No. Ew. So I'm all for it. And I'm all for it. And as soon as this culture kind of exits out of the Carnival, I'll be back on Carnival. Or I'll find another cruise, because I don't really do the cold cruises. A lot of the Caucasian classy cruises, they be going to Alaska and stuff. They be going to all the places I don't want to go. Black people, we like the Caribbean. We like to go to hot places. I like that. But I'm not going to go there with these hot people that acting a hot mess. I'm not doing that. So I'm all for it. I think it's time that y'all grow up. Nobody's hurting you. They're seeing your mentality. They're seeing what y'all do, the fight, how y'all act. Y'all don't want to get up out the chair. And even though it may not be all of y'all, it's too many. It has happened too many times, apparently, for them to be doing these. So they're trying to take precautions. They're trying to get this cruise back on a classy, mature, adult level where everybody can go on a vacation and enjoy. Because I'm a black girl and I don't want to be around y'all. I don't want to be around any white people that act like that. They can be Asian, Hispanic. If you act low class and you act like gay, baby mama, ratchet, you can be playing rock and roll, acting. I done seen some white girls, rich, acting a foolish people. I don't care what. If you, like I said, I done seen some rich ratchets, drunk, pissy, ignorant, whores. I don't want to be around y'all. Put me around the classy people that know how to carry themselves. If you're going to drink alcohol, even though I don't condone it, I'm saved. You ought to be able to carry yourself. You ought to know your limit or whatever like that. Your limit should be don't drink it at all. You need to get the Holy Ghost. But if you're going to drink it, you shouldn't be acting like that. You don't need to drink. Y'all don't need to drink it, period. Y'all don't need to drink it, period. But I didn't say what I had to say, y'all. I just had to share my thoughts. Carnival was not like that back in the day when it was majority white. It was a few blacks. The blacks that were on there, we knew how to carry ourselves. And it was comfortable for everybody. We all enjoyed ourselves. We knew a time and a place for everything. If you wanted to go to the little teen club at the time and do that, if you wanted to do what you wanted to do in your room, that was it. But when people got out in public, when we got out on the deck, when we went out on the islands, we all carried ourselves well at that time, the black folks. This time, what I'm seeing online is a whole different demographic of black folks, and I just can't. So kudos to Carnival. We're not all like that. This ain't me looking down. I'm just sick of the ghetto culture, the culture that says I can just bully you, I can just cuss you out. I'm just looking for another baby daddy. I just want people to sleep with. I just want to get laid tonight. That ignorant stuff, it's not cute. It's time to grow up. And more than that, y'all, Jesus is real. Hell is real. Them flames is hot. If y'all keep just living for sex, living for drugs, living for alcohol, living for Lil Durk and rap music and Beyonce, you gonna bust hell wide open. Stop idolizing your body parts. Find men, find women, Beyonce, Lil Durk, alcohol, and glorify and give your life to Jesus. Tell him you don't have the mind to serve him, but if you give me the mind, I'll serve you. And he'll change your mind. He'll take away the ratchetness and the ghetto-ness too. You'll sound the same, but he'll give you common sense. He'll give you class. That's something that only God can do. You want to know how I know he'll do it? Because he did it for Mary Magdalene. Now, she was a whore too. She had several demons. She could have been gay, a drug addict, or we don't know what other demons she had. And the other dude had legions, thousands. Some of y'all got legions, but God wants to save and deliver you. So at the end of the day, I got to always come back to Jesus, y'all. Hell is real. Young folks, you living for alcohol and living for sex and all these things that can't satisfy, only temporarily. You can be living it up today, living it up, getting all the best sex in the world from your little boyfriend, the dude you just met at the club, and get in a car accident and bust hell wide open that same night. Y'all be out in the street twerking, and already young ladies done lost their life. Their own friends done accidentally killed them while they out there twerking, throwing up the fish. Y'all, you more than your body parts. Give your life to Jesus. Jesus didn't create you to worship sex, to worship your body. Your body wasn't made for sex. It was made for God. Sex is supposed to be in marriage. You might have did it wrong. You can get right with God and become celibate. Your young ladies, teach your little girls and all that to be abstinent. Just raise your kids up in the ways of Christ. We know grace is there, but just raise them up with Christ. And I pray y'all just ask for the Holy Spirit and that y'all grow up, because this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. This is an inward culture. This is a ignorant culture that a lot of our people, millennials and Generation Z, have. And it's a whorish culture. It's an ignorant culture. Don't know how to talk. Don't know how to act. Sleeping around. Don't know who your baby daddies is. All these sexual diseases. Fighting. Cussing. It's just too much. Drunk. Acting like idiots. That's not cute. The problem is the world and these videos are telling y'all that it's cute. But in real life, that's how people end up dead in prison. That's how people get hurt. So it's time to give your lives to Jesus. It's time to grow up. I'm all for Carnival banning the rap music and any other genre they want to ban, because I'm there for the experience. And then I hope these other cruises that actually want people that actually want to come and that behave themselves right, maturely, like an adult, and want a vacation. I hope they do the same thing, because I want to be able to vacation with people that are worth vacationing with, that know how to carry themselves. I want my kids to be safe if I go on a cruise. I want to know I'm good. I don't want to worry about nobody trying to break into my room, or I don't want to worry about nobody trying to fill on my booty in the line. I mean, I don't, or maybe I'm not attracted to them. I don't know, but I just don't want to be like, I just don't want to worry about dumb stuff. I don't want to be able to not walk on the deck because it's full of people like they at a block party. Like that's not classy. It's not vacation like. It's not giving vacation. It's giving hood. It's giving a group of sardines. All like it's just giving ratchet. It's giving low class. It's giving regular. And when I go on a cruise, I want to feel a little bit of luxury, a little bit of classy. I want to live like I'm rich for this moment. I don't know. So I'm all for it. I hope they come back to the way it used to be. And black people, it's time to grow up, y'all. That's not cute. Acting like a whore, acting ignorant, not knowing who your baby daddy is. That's not cute. People don't need to see your crack of your thing you got going on before they see your face. We got to be educated. And if y'all educated, you got to act like it. We got to get to know Jesus more than anything, because he's the answer to all of this. He can save us from whatever we dealing with, however we are. He can save us. And hell is real. Y'all got to get off the alcohol, get off the rap music, get off the idolatry, get off the fornication. God can deliver you. He can let you be married, so you can do that with your husband the right way. And everything else he can take away. That's not of him. So we need Jesus. We need Jesus. That's my thoughts.